Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at the Shocker Hitch HD Air Hitch with sway control tabs and combo ball mount for your 2.5-inch hitch receiver. This heavy-duty shock-absorbing hitch features an airbag and cushioned bump stops that are going to give you a smooth and comfortable ride while limiting chucking and jerking to give you better control of your tow vehicle and trailer. It's going to help extend the life of your truck and trailer by protecting them from unnecessary wear and tear and help reduce noise and rattle that's common when towing with standard ball mounts. Now, as I said, this is going to fit your 2.5-inch hitch receiver. I do want to point out that this will not fit a 3-inch hitch, even with the reducer sleeve, and this will not fit SUVs, CUVs, or sedans due to limited clearance. Now, this does require a minimum of 7 inches of clearance between the center of the hitch pin hole and the rearmost part of your truck, and 5 inches of clearance below the bottom of your receiver tube. Your receiver opening should be flush with your bumper or protruding from the rear of your vehicle for that best fit. So this is going to hook your trailer to your tow vehicle with this included combination hitch ball with the sway bar tabs. And these sway control tabs, let me see if I can give you a brief overhead view here. Let me line that up in frame just so you can get a better view of these tabs. So these tabs do have the 5/8 of an inch in diameter holes. They're going to accept your basic sway control arm bars or mini balls, and those are sold separately, of course. And this does have a gross towing weight with the 2 5/16 inch hitch ball of 20,000 pounds. The tongue weight is 2,000 pounds. And then with the 2-inch ball, the gross towing weight is going to be 10,000 pounds with the tongue weight of 1,000 pounds. But of course, you do want to remember that a towing setup is always limited by its lowest rated component, whether that be your vehicle, your hitch, another component, or another shocker attachment that you may decide to use with this. So this does include 2 easy to remove pins. As you can see, we do have these large pins here. They're going to be very easy to grasp. I can fit about 4 of my fingers through those rings. By the way, they can also be folded back for whatever reason if they are in your way. But not only do they have these large rings, but the clips are large as well, making it very easy to remove and replace. So let me give you just a brief demonstration of how easy this is going to be to change out. So I went ahead and removed the clips. Let me turn this around, remove the pins. And as you can see, they slide right out. And so I do have this set on the 2 5/16 inch hitch ball. I'm going to flip it to the 2-inch ball, drop it down a little bit, reinsert my pins, line up those holes, just like that. So what I like about this is you're not going to be struggling at the back of your truck trying to change the drop or change the ball size. These pins slide in and out very easily, and those clips are going to be very easy to use because of their size. So very easy to change. You're going to get a drop range from about 1/2 inch to 3.5 inches. The inside width of this channel is 3 3/4 inches. And the distance between the vertical adjustment holes is 1 inch on center. And this steel ball attachment with the combo ball and the sway control tabs, this is constructed of steel, and this is finished in a silver powder coat finish, so it's going to do a great job of holding up against rust and corrosion. And the body of this shocker hitch is designed to pivot back and forth on the shank, kind of like a seesaw or a teeter-totter, as the airbag, which is going to sit directly beneath your truck's receiver, and these cushioned bump stops take turns absorbing the road shock. So when you hit a bump or your trailer bounces, the unit is going to pivot so that the airbag can isolate and absorb the energy. And if your trailer jerks forward or backwards, the 2 cushioned bump stops are going to help soften the force. So this airbag is going to be easy to adjust. For heavier loads, you're going to add more air. For lighter loads, you're going to let air out. And to determine the right amount of air to use, you're just going to add air to the airbag after you load up your trailer. So just load up the trailer, how you're going to tow it, and then add air to the airbag until these bump stops begin to compress. So you're going to watch these bump stops. Once they begin to compress, then you're going to have enough air in your airbag to tow this to get that full benefit. And it's going to be very easy to air this up. Right here is our air valve. It does include this cap. So you'll just add air here or let air out depending on your application. And then on the other side here, we have a grease zerk fitting that's going to allow you to easily grease that pivot point up and keep that maintained. So very easy to maintain. Now this is made out of a grade 50 steel plate construction. It is made here in the USA and a cold rolled steel shank. All of that's going to give you maximum durability. This has been shot blasted and powder coated to prevent rust. And again, this is going to fit your 2.5-inch trailer hitch receiver. The hitch pin hole diameter is 5/8 of an inch. I do want to point out that a pin and clip is sold separately from this. This does not include a pin and clip. So if you do not already have a compatible pin and clip, you can pick one of those up here at etrailer.com. However, in my opinion, this is an investment that you are making, so I would recommend getting a hitch locks instead. And so on your screen, I am including our item number for the Infinite Rule locking pins that are designed to specifically work with your shocker hitch ball mounts. You can just take that item number, pop it in the search field of our website, and that will take you to those locking pins, and you can add that to your order. And like I said, that's going to secure this investment to the back of your truck. You're not going to have to worry about somebody walking behind your truck when it's in a parking lot or a campground and try to take this off with those locking pins. It'll be secure on the back of your truck. Now just some final measurements to leave you with so you have a good idea of the size. I want to measure the distance from the first hitch pin hole to the center of the ball. So measuring that on center, we're sitting at about 10.25 inches, and then moving to that second hitch pin hole at an inch. So on center would be about 11.25 inches. And then the distance from the second hitch pin hole to the end of the shank, about 2.75 inches. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our real quick look today. I do hope that our time together was helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.